In this video, I'm going to take you step by step on how to use Amazon's Kindle Kids Book Creator. This free tool is designed specifically for creating children's picture books for Kindle devices. It allows you to format and arrange images, add text, and organize pages in a way that's ideal for picture books. This tool is helpful when publishing a children's book to Kindle because it makes sure the layout looks professional and is optimized for Kindle's e-reader platform. It also simplifies the process of converting your book into a Kindle-friendly format called Mobi, making it easy to upload to Amazon. Here is the link to go to the Amazon page to download it. On this page, you'll find these two download options. If you use a Windows PC machine, you'll click the download button. For you Mac users, keep in mind that if you run Apple's Silicon processors, which is on all the new on Macs, you won't be able to download it. You'll need to use a different computer in order to convert your children's book. Once you've downloaded and opened the program, which is pretty straightforward, you'll see the main interface. The first step is to click on Create a New Kids Book. They give you some instructions to read if needed, but if you like, you can skip them by clicking Continue. Next, you'll enter some details about your book. This includes the book title, author name, and publisher. The publisher section isn't as important, and you can enter your brand or leave the field blank. After you've entered that information, select English as your language. This field here wants to know which folder you want to save your book in after it has been converted. It's important that the folder you select is empty, or you won't be able to go to the next page because the Continue button will be grayed out like it currently is now. Once you have chosen what folder on your computer to save your book to, the Continue button will be clickable, and you can move on to the next section. Here is where you'll decide how the pages of your book will be displayed. You want to ask yourself, how do I want the images to appear on my reader's device? You need to choose between landscape or portrait orientation. As of now, Amazon's Kindle doesn't have the capability to switch between landscape and portrait on your reader's device. If you select landscape, you'll also need to decide whether to display the pages as separate left and right pages or as one single spread across both pages. You cannot rotate between the split images and double spreads within the same book. You have to choose one format for the entire ebook. I choose the landscape format and only use one JPEG image per page to have the artwork extend across both the left and right pages. After making your selection, click Continue. Next, you have two options. Either import your entire book, including the cover, from a PDF, or upload the cover separately as an image file. I prefer uploading the PDF, but if you use this option, be sure to include your cover in the PDF. When submitting your digital book to Amazon, you upload your cover separately from your book. Your first page is removed when adding your PDF to Kindle Kids Book Creator, so keep that in mind. Click on Create Book from PDF, and a window will open for you to select your file. The program will import your file, displaying your book in the way you prepared it. From here, you'll click on Start Adding Pages. Once they're uploaded, you can adjust the view percentage to see the images better. Don't worry if the images or text look blurry. This is just in the tool. Once uploaded to Amazon, they will look just fine. Go through each page to ensure everything looks as intended. If you need to rearrange pages, simply click and drag them to the correct position. You can also add more pages by selecting a page and clicking Add Page. If you'd like to add text within the tool, click Add Text and position the text box wherever you want. Since I've already added my text, I'm ready to move forward. Before finishing, check your information one more time to make sure everything is correct. If no changes are needed, click OK. The last step is to save the file. Go to File and click Save for Publishing. Name your file and it will save as a Mobi file in the folder you selected at the beginning. Once the ebook is ready, you'll see a message that says Mobi file built successfully. Now check the folder where everything is saved. The Mobi file is what you'll upload to Amazon. One thing to be aware of is that you should see two Mobi files. The one you want is the file that has your book title. Also, you may find that you only have the OPF file. An OPF, or Open Packaging Format file, is an XML-based file that contains your book's metadata and structural information. But this file isn't what Amazon wants, and you'll need to go through the process again to develop a Mobi file. I have found that I always get the Mobi file when I have to do it a second time. Okay, that's it. You now know how to use the Kindle Kids Book Creator. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.